Hi, my name is Sam Cipro, and I will be your anchor today. Our top story is about retirement of Christine DeSimone by Richard Ramsey. Next is the High Five Student of the Week, Aiden Handville by Alaric. Then it's Sports by Noah Dziedzina. After that, it is Around the World by Matt Campbell. Also, another story by Alaric is College Notebook. Special report will be on the recent school trip to Paris by also Matt Campbell. Talent Search this week is by Josh Devlin. Things to Do is by your very own Sam Cipro and Nick Quanstrom. Student Council is also done by Josh Devlin. Finally, Health Tip will be done once again by Noah Dziedzina. Some announcements today. Are you looking for a summer job? The Brewster Recreation Department has many job openings. Contact Mike Gradone at mgradone Gradone at brewster-mass.ma.gov. Also, the Guidance Department has job opportunities, for they have calls from people offering works, so head to Guidance. Finally, seniors. Now that it's becoming the end of the year, it's important to start thinking about caring about your iPad. Make sure you can find all the parts and fix it, for you will be charged for it. If you have any questions, see Christina in the tech office. This has been Sam Cipro, and welcome to Nauset News.
Hello, my name is Richard Ramsey with your top story today, and today we'll be saying goodbye to Mrs. Christine DeSimone, who has taught Nauset in Special Needs Department for many years. She has been a wonderful teacher, and you'll be missed by everyone at Nauset. So, Mrs. DeSimone, how many years have you been teaching at Nauset?
I've been here for 21 years teaching, and 1 year in Orleans.
Yeah. So why did you choose to go into the field of special needs?
Well, many years ago I went to school for special ed, and I always wanted to help students reach their potential.
Yeah. So what has been your favorite moment working here?
I've done many things. I've taught math and English. I probably prefer reading support. It's probably been my favorite.
Yeah. And what will you miss the most?
Well, I miss the students, and I'll also miss working with my colleagues. They've become close friends.
Yeah. So what do you look for in retirement?
Well, I'm looking forward to not having to get up early in the morning and hurry to work, and I'm also looking forward to traveling.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And this has been Richard Ramsey with your top story. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Noah Dziedzina, and I'm here with this week's edition of Sports. In track, the boys and girls track teams have been posting some impressive stats lately. So here's a brief rundown on some of the head-turning performances. Rebecca Prenga achieved a 31 foot and 9.5 inches in the triple jump, 15 feet in the long jump, and 63.8 seconds in the 400-meter dash. Monique Malcolm ran a 12.5 seconds in the 100 meter and a 25.6 in the 200. Izzy Nobley achieved a 2-minute 26-second time in the 800 and a 74 foot 2-inch throw in Javelin. Abby Farrell killed the mile with a time of 5:42. Kara Moore achieved an impressive 4.8 high jump. Rachel Prenga achieved a 12-minute 33 time in the 2 mile, while Sophie Christopher achieved a 71.5 seconds in the 400 hurdles. On the boys' side, Tobin Brown ran an 11.2 in the 100 and 23.2 in the 200. Aiden Handville threw 31 feet 11 inches in the Javelin, which is a very impressive number, and a 118 in the Discus, both personal bests. Ben Carlson and myself also achieved personal bests in the mile race, both of us breaking the 5:15 mark. Finn Riley ran a 10:59 2-mile. Jake Pearl ran an impressive 2-minute 1 second in the 800. Tyrese Ferguson won the 100 hurdles with a time of 15.4. And Richard Ramsey broke his personal record with a 39 foot 2.5 inches jump in the triple jump. Bobby Freeman and Matt Cahill continued to crush the high jump with jumps of 5'4" and over 6 feet, respectively. Now on to sailing. A big congrats to the sailing team with a great 3-1 victory over DY, April 24th on Lewis Bay. The Nauset contingent took advantage of the tough, windy conditions and got excellent sailing from Emily Miller, Sammy Mays, Katie Sanborn, and Noah Walsh. Softball. A big shout out to the girls softball team who had a nice win against non-league Barnstable on April 25th in Hyannis. The 13-2 lopsided score was indicative of great pitching by Summer Steinruck. Other players that deserve mention are Olivia Fitzgerald, Cece Peckarich, Tony Young, Anna Bear, and Cambria Parrott, who all contributed at the plate. Also mentioned by the coach was Abby Higgins, who was strong defensively. Girls lacrosse. The Nauset girls pulled out an amazing 10-9 win against Bridgewater Raynham on April 25th at home. Maddie Daly was most impressive with 6 goals, including the game winner with just 38 seconds left on the clock. Eliza Stevens, Paisley Gavin, Bella White, and goalie Isabel Travers were also instrumental in the victory. Lastly, congratulations to Stephen Kalanick, Nauset's ace baseball pitcher. He has officially announced that he will be attending Division I UMass Amherst and will be playing for the Minutemen. Finally, be sure to check out the nausetsports.org webpage for the latest game schedule so you can get out and see your favorite Nauset athletes in action. I'm Noah Dziedzina, and this has been Sports.
Hello, my name is Matthew Gamble, and I'm here with your special report. Today we're going to be talking about the trip to Paris that 15 students went on in April during school vacation. So for you guys, what were some of the historical sites that you visited?
We visited the Louvre Museum, and we visited
The Eiffel Tower.
oh yeah, the Eiffel Tower.
Cool.
The Sacré-Cœur.
Yeah,
Church.
the big church.
Well,
And-
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, we both visited on our own time. We didn't visit it with the.
And that's after
That was
the
after.
accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really sad.
So we went to Champs-Élysées,
Champs-Élysées.
Arc de Triomphe,
Yeah.
and what more
Yeah.
that I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And were all 15 students French students, and how was it communicating in French?
I think they were.
I
Yeah.
think even though
Oh,
all
French.
15 that went to France.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all different levels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they all
that's
took French though
Okay.
at some point. So communicating was
It was difficult.
difficult.
Let's just say they couldn't understand my French. My French had to
Yeah.
be translated.
Yeah, that was a little bit difficult. Same with English, so.
But at the same time, we kind of knew
Yeah,
more
we
than
got
thought.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so overall, how was the experience?
So great.
Very,
Amazing.
very, very amazing. It
Yeah,
was really
I
good.
definitely remember.
Because it was exchange, so you make friends in France and you get to meet
Oh,
them
yeah,
for the
yeah.
rest of your life. So it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really great.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Matthew Campbell, and it's been your special report.
Hello and welcome to College Notebook on Nauset News. My name is Alaric Sien, and today we'll be highlighting 2 liberal art colleges on East Coast. Different from big universities, liberal art colleges tend to place more of an emphasis on undergraduate education and offers more traditional, broad, and general education. So if you don't know what you want to do in the next 4 years, or you need more time to explore different possibilities, you can choose liberal art college and try a little bit of everything. And since most liberal art colleges has less than 2,000 students, you can easily find a sense of community. So first on the list is Bucknell University in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. Established in 1846, Bucknell is a highly selective private liberal art college. It offers more than 50 majors and 65 minors in the arts, engineering, humanities, natural and social sciences. Their 9-to-1 student-faculty ratio means you will get to know your professors personally, and they will provide help and advice not just in class. And that's also true for most liberal art colleges, is that there's no big lectures and you get to know everyone in your class and to get to have a community. And other one I want to introduce today is Amherst College, which is a top-ranked liberal art college in Amherst, Massachusetts. Founded in 1821, it's the 3rd oldest college in the States, and enrolling 1,800 students from nearly every state and 55 countries. Amherst was ranked the best liberal art college in the country by Wall Street Journal. Students choose courses from 38 major programs, and they're not required to study a core curriculum. Students may also design their own interdisciplinary major, so basically they get to design their own education. Amherst is also take great strides to become basically like the most sustainable campus in the country. It protects 500 acres of open land and water in its wildlife sanctuary. So you would definitely get one of the best experience at Amherst College. And this has been Alaric Sien with your College Notebook of the Week. Thank you for watching.
Hello, this is Joshua Devlin here with Talent Search. I'm here with Nora Curtis. Now, Nora, could you tell us why you decided to take this class?
I took clay because it is a way for me to let out all my stress, and I think it's very calming and fun.
Now, I heard your class is going on a field trip soon. Could you explain a little on that?
Yeah, we're going to Castle Hill in Truro to glaze these Greek goddesses and gods that we're making now, and yeah, we're gonna just fire them there.
What would you say your favorite piece has been?
I'd have to say Probably a Greek vase that I'm making right now. I put a lot of work into it and detail and effort, so yeah.
Well, thank you, Nora.
Hi, my name is Sam Cipro,
And my name is Nicholas Quanstrom.
and we are here to do things to do. There are plenty of things to do on the Cape. One thing is to play Pippin at the Harwich Junior Theater in, Harwich. The box number's office is 508-432-2002 if you want to check in. Another thing to do is the Heritage Museum and Gardens. It will be open daily starting Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. This will be their 50th anniversary with multiple events, so come on down. Looking for something to do on Mother's Day? Daniel Webster Inn and Spa is hosting a breakfast buffet from 11:30 to 10, holiday menu from 11:30 to 6, and a lighter fare from 7 to 8. This is located at 149 Main Street, Sandwich Village. But most mothers I know want to spend time with their cherished children. What did you get your mother last year, Nick?
I got my mother a cake last year. Yeah.
Yummy. Don't worry about the money. Finally, a play called She Loves Me is going on from May 2nd to May 19th at the historic Dennis Union Church in Dennis. These have been your things to do. Now to Nick.
So I'll be reviewing 3 movies today. I'll be reviewing Dumbo, Captain Marvel, and Avengers Endgame. So first up is Disney's Dumbo, which is a retelling of the classic Walt Disney cartoon. This film is a great, not only is it a great retelling of the classic Disney movie, it's also a great individual entity of itself. You know, it keeps the same ideas and themes of the original story, but at the same time branches off and it becomes its own. It's not just a retelling of the Dumbo story. Right. And I think it's a great family movie. Not a kid's movie, but I think it's a great family movie. So I give the film a 4 out of 5. The next film I'll be reviewing is Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is based off of the Marvel comic superhero, and it is about Carol Danvers, who becomes the most powerful super being in the universe. This film is a really fun movie to watch, especially as a comic book fan. It's great to see the characters jump on to the screen. Especially really fun to watch a young version of Nick Fury. So that was fun. So I saw that. That was really good. Yeah, so that was entertaining. So I give Captain Marvel a 4 out of 5. And now the movie we've all been waiting for, Endgame. And so we've waited a year since Infinity War to watch Endgame.
And it went by quickly.
Oh, yeah. Well, Shazam and all the other superhero movies. I mean, it's finally here. And I want to say Endgame, if you watched Infinity War, if you've been following for the last 10 years, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, this movie paid off. I think I'd highly recommend it if you're a Marvel fan or even just a comic book fan in general. I highly recommend you go see Endgame. I mean, what did you think of it? Did you?
I think it's going to turn out great. I myself hasn't actually seen it, but there's been just so much theories around it and so many predictions on what's going to happen. I want to see how the Russo brothers take it. It's a 3-hour film, so I really just want to see how this is going to satisfy the Marvel fan base.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this whole Marvel sequence goes, and I'm really excited for Phase 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I give Endgame a 5 out of 5, and my name is Nicholas Quanstrom.
And I'm Sam Cipro.
And this has been your Things to Do.
Hi, this is your High Five Student of the Week. My name is Alexian, and today I'm with Aiden Handville. Only a sophomore, Aiden has already proved himself as the top Javelin and Discus thrower for Nauset. So I have some questions for you, Aiden. What is the most challenging aspect of throwing events, both Javelin and Discus?
So the most challenging thing would probably have to be the technique that goes into it. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of things they have to focus on. It's really a full body motion, both the discus throw and the javelin throw. Okay, and what are your current records for? Well, last home meet I threw 131 feet in the javelin, and that was a record of mine that I set, and then 118 in discus, which was also a new record.
That's cool. What techniques do you use to practice and to get better, and what are your motivations?
Well, I like to watch YouTube. and I watch the German javelin throwers, and there are a couple good USA discus throwers. So I like to watch them, look at their form, and then apply it in track.
Sounds great. Last question is, what other sports are you interested in playing, and what's your vision for your high school career?
I like wrestling and football, which is in the fall. I aspire to someday be a college athlete, so I'm motivated by that, and I like to focus on my academics as well.
Great. This is your high five, and this is your high five student of the week. Thanks for watching.
Hello, my name is Noah Dziedzina, and I'm here with this week's edition of Around the World. Scandinavian Airlines, also known as SAS, has left thousands of travelers stranded after pilots participated in a walkout this past week. The canceled flights impacted some 72,000 passengers on a global scale. The pilots were from Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. Pilots were participating in this strike to secure a 13% wage increase. However, this also has a focus of improving their work schedules in addition to the wages themselves. Last week, another fatality happened at the famous attraction and national park, the Grand Canyon. A 69-year-old woman fell to her death taking pictures. This marked the 4th death in the canyon this year alone. The park continues to warn visitors to stay in the enclosed areas, as many of the deaths are caused by people walking behind and over the railings and are completely preventable. Finally, the Pentagon is preparing to loosen current rules that forbid troops from interacting with migrants entering the U.S. alongside the southern border. Due to the continued surge of migrants that has been overwhelming for the border troops to handle. Many believe this will look like the troops are in more of a law enforcement role. However, Border Patrol officials have been overwhelmed due to the caring of migrant parents and children. El Paso is where the heaviest migrant problems seem to be. That does it for this week's edition of Around the World. I'm Noah Dziedzina.
Hello, I'm Joshua Devlin, here for your Student Council segment. The Nauset Student Council put on a Faculty Friday on April 26th. Many teachers and staff members were in attendance, including administration and the custodial staff. We would like to say thank you to President Jordan Auer and the entire Student Council for baking goodies and providing coffee, juice, and fruit. The council even had some fun giveaways. In other news, the Student Council will be participating in the annual Cape-wide Suicide Awareness Walk on May 18th. For more information, see Jordan Auer or Isabel Merle. And finally, Student Council Advisor Mrs. Kimmick would like to mention that Student Council elections for next year will be happening very soon. Please watch for upcoming announcements. Thank you, and this has been Joshua Devlin with your Student Council segment.
Hi, my name is Steve Valentine, and I'm here today cooking with the Culinary Class. I'm from the CIA, which is Culinary Institute of America. I graduated last year from Nauset, and I took all of Miss Anderson's classes. And today I'm here teaching the kids how to make ramen and developing the flavor umami. Okay, so today I'm teaching them how to make traditional ramen. So as an example, we've been having different components of umami. So starting out, we have a broth that's cooking over there with chicken stock, garlic, and ginger, and a little chili paste, and that's been simmering for a while. And that's what we use as our base to develop the umami flavor. Some couple different components we have are roasted tomatoes, which are just roasted with olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then they get all shriveled up in the oven, and that's a really important factor of the umami flavor. We have soy eggs, which are boiled eggs, so then you peel them, and then you dip them in soy, and you let them sit in here for about 10 minutes, and then it gets this brown color. One of the kids are going to do one, and they'll show you an example, but it has a nice tan brown color on the outside, and it's traditionally found in traditional ramen. And then scallions that were sliced on the diagonal, just for presentation wise, and we just also want to show the kids how to do it that way to make it more presentable and also have them hone their knife skills. And we're also doing julienne carrots and thinly sliced cucumbers, and we're pickling that with a pickling vinegar of rice wine vinegar, salt, sugar, and soy sauce, and some water. And that just sits in there for about 20 minutes, and it's pretty quick, and it adds a nice acidic bite to cut through the fat. And I'll show you the pork that's over there.
I cannot hear you, I'm sorry.
Alright, so this is a pork loin that we have right here that we've been cooking for about an hour. So I made a glaze for it that has honey, lemon juice, lemongrass, ginger, garlic, and a little bit of salt in it, and some Chinese 5-spice in it. And it's just been simmering for a while, and then I take that and I roasted the pork loin first, and then I basted it every 20 minutes or so. After it dries up, then I re-baste it again. So that's all glazed. It's sitting right there, and it coats over the pork really nicely, and it goes really nice with the flavors that we have. And then over here we also have the broth that's been simmering for a while. This is usually typically in ramen they simmer broth for hours, but we kind of had to work with our time a little bit. So this is a quick type of broth that was developed in about 30 minutes, and it just gets reduced down so the flavors all mix together well. And we're gonna thinly slice the pork, and as you saw with the demo over there, the finished product is going to look like this. So far, they've sliced their scallions on the diagonal. These are some nice knife skills, actually. A lot better than I've seen earlier today, especially for people who are just starting out. So that's good to see. Also, they have their hard-boiled eggs over here. Looks like they're just cooling them down in some water before they shell them and put them in the soy sauce. I want to show a shelled. So I want one of those peel dinners. Can you guys peel one of your eggs? I want to show them what it looks like. How about peel the egg? How about peel the egg?
The bowl there, what's in that? And then you can take care of that bowl.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, these are just some examples of what the students have made so far, so it hasn't had a chance to sit in there that long, but this is kind of the color that we're going for, a little bit darker than this, but this way it's like basically salting the egg, so you don't really need to put salt on it, because everyone knows if you just eat a hard-boiled egg by itself without salt, it doesn't really have much flavor to it, so it just enhances the flavor, and also has a really nice, pretty color. So.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Health Tip. My name is Noah Dziedzina, and today I'm going to be talking about a very current ongoing health crisis. I'm referring to the measles outbreak in California that has caused over 200 people to be quarantined due to exposure to some people with the disease in places such as the campus at UCLA. As a reminder, measles is an infectious viral disease that can be spread easily through air or through contact. It causes fever and rash and can lead to other worse conditions. Recently, the Centers for Disease Control, or the CDC, was reporting 695 cases of measles from 22 states across the country, the highest it's been since measles was essentially eliminated from the country in 2000. In fact, there's been a 300% increase in the number of measles cases worldwide over the first 3 months of 2019, according to the World Health Organization. And that increase is part of a global trend seen over the past few years as other countries struggle with declining vaccination rates and may even be worsening the situation here, according to the CDC statement. I'm here to remind you that vaccinations are in fact a good thing, and they are a simple and easy way to prevent outbreaks like this from happening. Let's consider some facts. In the past 60 years or so, vaccines have helped eliminate smallpox and are close to eliminating polio, alongside many other diseases. For reference, vaccines helped reduce measles deaths globally by 78% just between 2000 and 2008. They helped prevent more than 2.5 million deaths every year. And while most diseases prevented by vaccines are no longer common in the United States, if vaccines aren't used, just a few cases could quickly turn into tens or hundreds of thousands. We're starting to see that with the rising measles numbers as people refuse to vaccinate their children. One underrated aspect of vaccinations is a thing called herd immunity, which means that if the majority of people in a community have been vaccinated against a disease, an unvaccinated person is less likely to get sick because the people around them are less likely to get sick or spread the disease. This is especially helpful for those rare cases where people might be allergic to the vaccination. And the one thing is that most people who are against vaccinations base their beliefs on one inaccurate report by a journal that was published in 1998 that was retracted very quickly after it was proven false. Yet many people still believe this report that vaccinations are linked to autism. However, this is not the case, as scientific studies and reviews continue to show no relationship between vaccinations and autism. So there really is no downside. It is a cheap and safe way to get immune to this disease rather than needing to endure the sickness and go through hospital visits and the like. So check with your doctor and make sure your vaccinations are all in order. It will benefit yourself and those around you. My name is Noah Dziedzina, and this has been your Health Tip.